Of course, that match was an instant classic.
But, Justine, which match of yours wasn't a classic?
Oh, you're way too kind, Robin. To point out that very real truth.
Were you nervous at all?
Me? Nervous? Of course not. I had that match on lock. In fact, I was always calm, cool, and collected from my first day in the ring to my 6th championship victory.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Justine.
Watching my first title win again?
After you talked it up so much on your podcast this week, how can I not?
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic match. I just figured you had it memorized by now.
Sure, but it's a tradition at this point. Visit my favorite aunt.
Only aunt?
Watch her most epic victories. And now also stress about what I have to live up to in my debut at Survivor Series tomorrow night. Why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Just that if I didn't know better, I'd say you were nervous, which is super hilarious, because I know that I didn't teach my favorite niece
Only niece.
to be nervous about getting in the ring and doing what she does best.
Yeah.
Especially not when she's been trained by one of the biggest legends in the business. If I'm being honest, there's really no comparison.
You really do manage to turn everything into a compliment about yourself, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm a 6-time women's champion. Would have been 10 if my career hadn't been cut short by injury.
I get it.
A main eventer and Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who had the top merch sales in the 2003 fiscal year.
Okay, you've made your point. I should get ready for tomorrow.
That's my girl.
As the mystery SmackDown competitor, shouldn't I have been shuttled in secretly or something? The whole golf cart with the black sheets get up?
Don't worry about it. No one knows who you are. Yet. No one knows who you are yet. Tom!
Justine! And LJ too? It's so good to see you both.
Same here, Tom.
Wait, do you even still go by LJ? Man, it was always a hoot and a half having you backstage when you were a kid, dressing up in Justine's gear, being her shadow, her little Justine. But suppose you're not 8 anymore, huh?
It's fine. But I am trying to get known on my own here.
I've heard. Good thing you're debuting tonight. The secret's pretty much out backstage. A few more hours and it'd be out to the entire WWE universe. You doing something here tonight too, Justine?
Nope, just here to support my niece's big moment.
Come on. Surely you'll find some way to steal the spotlight.
Molly.
Justine.
Wow, I've got a... I better go check on the, Yeah, I got no good reason, but I'm gonna leave now.
I heard you were working backstage these days.
Beats sitting at home, talking to the internet.
It's called a podcast, and it's very popular.
But I'm not here to resurrect old rivalries.
Would you really call it a rivalry if there's a clear conclusion and undisputed winner?
I was actually here to greet our newest WWE superstar. Wish her luck.
She doesn't need luck.
And let her know that I'll be working with her to get her ready for her Survivor Series debut this evening. Is that all right?
No, that's great. I'm so excited to be here representing Team SmackDown.
Great. Get settled and then let's talk. Justine.
Please don't make things more difficult for me on my first day. Besides, you two were friends once.
Sorry, you're right. It's just... Well, you know what she did. It might be ancient history, and there's no reason for her to mess with you, but be careful with Molly, okay? I'm gonna go say hello to people. You all right?
I'm all right. I'm ready.
Yeah, you are. I love you, kid. You'll do great.
Hi, I'm...
LJ, little Justine. Yeah, I overheard. How precious.
Yeah. I was actually going to say I recognize you from NXT 2.0. Ava Moreno, right? You had some great matches with Cora Jade. I didn't realize you had gotten drafted to SmackDown.
Guess your famous WWE legend aunt hasn't been able to get you up to speed on everything.
Honestly, we've been pretty busy prepping for my debut. I'm a little out of the loop on everything else. Who's your match with tonight?
I don't have a match on the show tonight. Not all of us are able to skip the line, LJ.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. There's a lot to take in and I'm still trying to get the lay of the land.
Let me lay it out for you. A girl named Ava works her whole life to be the best athlete she can be. Excels at some things naturally, puts in the time to get better at the rest. Gets signed to WWE, continues to grind at the Performance Center doing everything the WWE way. Makes a mark on NXT 2.0, wins her matches, and gets signed to SmackDown. Sounds pretty great, right?
What's your point?
Some of us work hard. Some of us work harder. And some of us, LJ, get to waltz into Survivor Series and get put into a match that the rest of us, those of us who have done everything by the book, would kill for.
It does sound unfair, but I'm good at this. I got here on my own.
Got here on your own? We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe you are good, and you'll prove that. Regardless, I haven't been given the same opportunity on this brand to prove how good I am. So excuse me if I don't play nice with little Justine, the legacy hire.
I hope you don't think we're going to be friends. I certainly won't be taking it easy on you tonight.
Why would you think I'd want to be friends with you?
Because we both come from famous WWE lineage. But let's be real, we're not the same.
You're right. I'm better than you, both in the ring and out.
Ugh. I have a lot of respect for your aunt. You, not so much. You're only here because you're cashing in on her legacy. But do your best not to make all of us second-generation superstars look bad, okay? Though it's gonna be hard tonight when you're competing against me and the rest of Team Raw.
Hey, nice to finally meet the EST of WWE.
What? Isn't that you?
As in new S superstar in WWE. Ready to show Team Raw what's up tonight?
You know it. That's exactly what I'm here to do.
Now that's the confidence I like to hear. And remember, the rest of Team SmackDown has your back. Although, ideally, we would have at least met each other to get on the same page before today.
Yeah, they said they were really trying to keep my debut a secret.
I get it. I mean, the WWE Universe is going to lose their minds when they realize you're related to Justine. And don't think I'm not going to fangirl out and grill you after we win. You gotta tell me exactly what she's like.
Listen, I love my aunt. I even spent summers traveling with her on tour growing up. But it's important for me to make my own mark in WWE. Hopefully I can do that tonight.
You know the EST is all about standing out, so I understand completely. See you out there tonight. We got this.
Sorry I wasn't able to check in with you sooner. It's always nuts backstage before a major show. And I lost a full 20 minutes to Happy Corbin, who wanted to practice a stand-up routine on me. Luckily, Xia Li overheard and protected me from his bad jokes. How are you doing? Feeling good about tonight?
Honestly, I'm ready. I've trained my whole life for this.
All right. Let's take that confidence, earned or not, and channel it into a great debut. For what it's worth, despite my history with your aunt, it really is my goal to help you succeed here.
You guys have some history, huh?
That's a conversation for another day. Stick around here long enough and you'll have history with everyone. Alliances, rivalries, heck, we even have our fair share of weddings. Although those rarely seem to work out. But let's talk about your debut. I've got your custom gear ready.
Custom gear? What do you mean?
Honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to debut in it either.
No, I mean I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh. Not sure how this didn't get to you, but WWE management asked that you debut in a look that honors Justine's legacy. So they've made gear inspired by what your aunt wore when she won her first championship. Not that that specific match would be the moment I'd choose to commemorate. Justine got lucky.
But I brought my own gear. I designed it myself. Besides, I'm not sure if I want to use my aunt's image to establish my own. I want to make my own mark.
Listen, despite my personal feelings, it never hurts to get a rub from a WWE legend. It's also probably not wise to go against management on day one. But I know it's important to stand on your own 2 feet around here. Ultimately, the decision is yours. What do you want to do?
I love my aunt and she taught me a lot, but if I'm going to make it here, I need to make my own mark. I'm going to wear the gear I designed.
All right. We'll see how management reacts. Standing your ground can really go either way around here. But if you're determined to make your own mark, you better have the performance out there to back it up. Go get changed. It's go time.
Hold on tight. We're about to witness one of the most anticipated Survivor Series matches in years.
And one of the most anticipated debuts in years. This rookie superstar could be the second coming of her legendary Hall of Fame aunt, Justine.
Don't get your hopes up, Saxton. By the looks of it, I'd say this rookie's here to blaze her own trail.
Uh-oh.
Reversal! Can she capitalize?
Knee to the face.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter.
Oh, a clothesline! Not done yet. Another one! How about Trace?
A little psychological warfare at play here from the Nightmare.
Rhea was just a step behind there, and that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Boom! Knee right to the face. Big boot.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. Plenty of hits coming her way now.
Well, we knew going into this match that it would be physical, Michael, and I'm sure she will tag out when the time is right.
And that was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
Kick to the midsection.
She certainly has the confidence of her aunt. Looks like she's setting up for the Justine Jammer.
She's putting her own mark on an old classic.
Not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it.
You only have one chance to make a first impression, and this one might include a hurt ankle.
And Rhea's taking advantage. Riptide! Covered by Ripley!
Rhea got her.
With the elimination, Team Raw now has the advantage.
What a letdown for the Blue Squad.
She definitely didn't expect to be out so early in this match. The top rope mishap and apparent ankle injury played a key role in that.
And it looks like Charlotte Flair is determined to add insult to injury.
Wait a minute. Hall of Famer Justine is here.
We haven't seen Justine in a WWE arena for over a decade.
One thing is clear, the WWE Universe is thrilled to see this venerated 6-time women's champion here tonight in any circumstance.
And it looks like Justine is just as thrilled to see them. Things might not have turned out how she wanted for her niece, but she's loving this crowd.
I'm just hoping that Justine can get her niece on the right track. After this debut, she certainly needs some guidance.
What was that about? I like to show off as much as the next person, but that was embarrassing.
Sorry. I understand why you're upset, but I did my best.
You grew up learning from one of the most talented WWE legends in history, and that's your best? I did a better job teaching myself in my backyard. Don't expect this to blow over with the SmackDown women's locker room. The Raw women are gonna rub this loss in our faces for a long time.
Did you hear that pop?
What? The sound of my ankle popping or my career imploding?
Oh, how is that ankle? Or more importantly, how's that ego?
Ankle's okay. Ego? That's another story.
You really went for it out there, huh? Didn't hold back?
The WWE Universe knows I'm related to a legend, and I wanted to make my own mark, but I got carried away. Shouldn't have done that.
I've had enough coulda, woulda, shouldas to last me multiple lifetimes. It's not worth your time to live in the past. I wish I was medically cleared to fight. I would have decked Charlotte Flair for you.
What was that you just finished saying about the coulda, woulda, shouldas?
Oh, shush. One of the few perks of having a career-ending injury is getting to ask my niece to do as I say, not as I do. Since I, can't.
Right.
Listen, I don't want to leave if you need to talk, but I got word that WWE management wants to chat before we head out. Something about the buzz online, whatever that means. You okay?
If anyone taught me how to be resilient, it's you. I'm fine. I'll talk to you later.
That's my girl. I'll find you in a bit.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened out there. I wanted to make a name for myself based on my own talent.
And you decided to do something showy, took your eyes off of what was happening, and let Charlotte blindside you.
It's not my fault. You told me I had to make an impression in the ring.
Listen, you get one brat moment with me and you just used yours up. Yes, you had to make an impression by doing your job, not trying to steal the show on day one. You're here because you're good, and you could be great. You could have gone out there and had a solid match, and that would have been enough, win or lose. But you bit off more than you can chew.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a WWE legend. I'll do my best at damage control. You're already off to a rough start with management. They weren't thrilled that you decided against wearing the tribute gear. Although maybe I can spin that, since it wasn't exactly the performance they would have wanted to be associated with Justine's legacy. Actually worked out for the best.
Nope. They'll just associate it with little old me. Already seen the chatter on social media.
Great. You're worried about social media at a time like this? Get your head in the game. I'll see you at SmackDown, and we'll take it from there.
But what people forget is that for someone to win, someone else has to lose.
It is better to win, though.
Of course. Actually, speaking of winning, I have a few developments that Ruthless Digressions listeners will be thrilled to hear about.
Oh, care to share with those listeners or your co-host?
Like I told my niece at Survivor Series, patience, Robin, patience.
Hey, welcome to SmackDown.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure if I'd be getting the warmest welcome today.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship. But I don't have to worry about you at all.
I'd like a championship someday, but I plan to put in the work and build myself up to that.
You're so funny! Someday, if your huge mistake at Survivor Series is any indication, I'll be in the Hall of Fame before you're even ready to think about challenging for the championship. Nothing to worry about here, so we can be friends.
I think we're done here.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown. How you doing? I'm sorry that Survivor Series didn't go so well.
Yeah, not the debut I was hoping for.
Well, you're here now and have your whole career ahead of you. Listen, I may just be a cameraman, so I can't help train you, but I've been with WWE long enough that I pride myself on knowing how things work around here. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
How do I get a match?
Well, you'll want to talk to Molly first so she can let you know what management has in mind for you. But generally, I've found that matches in WWE, whether they come from management or not, get booked in one of two ways: talking to people or checking your social media messages.
What do you mean, talking to people?
I mean just that. Aside from being booked by management, you'll find that chatting with other superstars, the crew, or even other backstage visitors can lead to opportunities. Sometimes people might have favors to ask of you. Others might have bones to pick. You know how they say it's who you know? That's definitely true in WWE. Who you know and who you talk to.
Huh. Seems so easy.
It is. Don't try to put too much on your plate, though. You can always tell somebody who wants a favor no and come back to it later, or diffuse a tense situation. But once you agree to something, you'll need to see it through.
I understand. So take it one thing at a time. Makes sense. And the other way to get matches? You mentioned social media. I'm gathering I shouldn't try to go on a social media hiatus while I'm a WWE superstar?
Definitely not. Even a dinosaur like me relies on that instrument of the devil. If you don't check your social media, both the public feed and your direct messages, you might miss out on opportunities. Not everything there will lead to a match, but it's worth keeping up with what the WWE Universe is up to.
Okay, so check my social media feed and direct messages. Got it.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
What would you recommend in catering?
Honestly, the tofu. Even if you eat meat, give it a try. The seasoning is incredible.
Noted.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Tom. I think I have the info I need.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, LJ. I'm certain I'll see you around soon.
So, I know I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready to go.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now, here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened, we should take a beat before we put the spotlight back on you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. But I need to redeem myself and show the WWE Universe what I can really do. I need at least a little spotlight.
I think you might have to settle for no spotlight. Backstage sentiment on you is not good right now. You may be a SmackDown superstar, but you've got an uphill battle if you actually want to be on the show.
So, my match tonight is...
non-existent.
What can I do? I don't want to just sit in catering.
No one does. But this will all blow over. My advice until then, find some way to make an impact. Be so good in the ring that they can't deny you.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said I couldn't get you a match on SmackDown. There are other opportunities to wrestle. Actually, I can pull some strings and get you on main event. You'll need to find an opponent, though. Most of the roster is pretty busy with commitments on SmackDown, and I don't have time to play matchmaker.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown, too, and also would have something to gain with a good showing on main event.
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
Neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Well, if it isn't little Justine. I would say I'm sorry how your big debut turned out, but I don't like to lie. What do you want?
Let's cut to the chase. I want a match on main event. Molly said she can get me one if I find an opponent. It sounds like getting that exposure could help both of us. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually easier than I thought.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE and make my matches count. It doesn't help me at all to defeat some jobber.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues, not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess of things.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change anything.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is going to help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop waltzing around expecting special treatment.
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree, LJ.
Are you flying out for some exciting mocap action too?
I am.
This is going to be awesome! Do you think they'll let us keep the funny suits? I hope so. Man, I am such a big fan of your aunt. I always dreamed of getting in the ring with her.
Sorry you have to settle for getting into the ring with me, I guess.
Sure, but you'll be doing all her moves, so it'll be pretty close.
Why would I be doing all her moves?
Because you're doubling for her? Did nobody tell you? Awkward. Yeah, they want us to give them some new combinations of moves for classic superstars. Fans love playing as WWE legends. Don't worry, you're gonna make a great Justine.
I don't want to make a great Justine. I want to make a great me. We may be related, but we are totally different wrestlers. I'm trying to establish myself as my own person, not just a copy of her.
I hear you. I guess they just think there's no one in the world who's watched more Justine matches than you, so no one could do her moves as well. That's why they asked me to double my close personal friend, Trish Stratus.
I get it. It's just not what I thought I was signing up for.
Don't worry, it'll be fun. We'll get out there, you'll hit a couple of Justine's classic moves, and everyone gets to go home happy. You'll make believe you're Justine, and I'll pretend I'm Trish. Maybe there's a love triangle. Or I just double-crossed you and cost you a championship shot. I don't know. We can workshop our backstory on the plane.
This is going to be a long flight.
What time does the MyRISE get here? They're such a hassle to deal with. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. Friendly reminder to all talent and crew, please only use 3 squares of toilet paper. We have sensitive plumbing here. Ooh, we haven't had a session like this since the one...
It's over. Hit the bell.
Hey, what's up? I was actually hoping to see you around here.
You were?
Yeah, I loved watching old clips of your aunt on the network when I was growing up, but it was so cool when you debuted at Survivor Series and made it your own. I'm all about that.
Would have been cooler to win. What are you doing at SmackDown? NXT 2.0 doesn't take up enough of your time?
Just doing some photo shoots and a little press. Honestly, it's been nice to be backstage at a show where I don't have to keep a lookout for toxic attraction. Not that I can't stand up for myself, but it's exhausting.
Want some help?
If you're offering, yeah. Honestly, I think they're just jealous. They may be hot and talented, but they could never do what I do. For one, they'd fall off the skateboard. You don't mind coming to NXT 2.0?
Not at all. It's not like I'm spread too thin with all my matches on SmackDown.
Here are your winners, the Falcon and Cora Jade.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that kind of good news. Thank you.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her wrist, and can't compete this weekend.
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here to step up, count me in.
Winning the match would help you gain even more favor.
respect the effort. But it's gonna take a little bit more than that to get a match with me, LJ.
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say, work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect. Speaking of, if you'd like an opportunity to get some work in, I know someone who can put you through the ringer at the PC. Ever since she had to do a WWE decathlon during her PC training, she's loved giving newbies the same treatment.
I respect the effort, but it's gonna take a...
Looks like you were right about making a statement. That was a well-earned victory.
Of course it was. Do you really doubt me like those jerks online? I know what I'm doing in the ring. If I had some decent competition, I could show what I'm really capable of.
That could be arranged.
Huh. What do you mean?
Nikita Lyons, Kaden Carter, and Zaya Lee are coming to the PC for a social media shoot. But I know they'd love to get in some ring time while they're here.
Sounds good. I can hang out for another day or so. Sure, there's a decent hotel nearby. Who am I facing?
That's up to you. But you won't need a hotel. They'll be here any minute. You up for another match right now?
I never turn down a match. I've been trying to get ring time for a while now, so I guess this must be my lucky day.
Great. Who would you like to face?
I'll go up against Kaden Carter.
Sounds good. I'll let her know. See you out there.
Someone's been busy.
I'm not just having matches for your benefit. And I don't super appreciate your social media commentary.
I don't really care about the motivation. Besides, I've realized something.
What's that?
Having a handful of matches is not the equivalent of putting in years of work at the Performance Center. You know, that thing you have to do if you didn't grow up with a famous wrestling family? The so-called dues you've paid over the past couple of weeks are pretty insignificant.
You're backing out of facing me on main event?
I didn't say that. Because I also realize I can harness how unfair this is for my own good. Even if you can't benefit from your pedigree due to your overwhelming lack of talent, there's no reason why I shouldn't. And like it or not, and I do not, Having a match with you, LJ, will increase my standing in the eyes of the short-sighted, legend-obsessed WWE management, especially when I win.
You're a rude piece of work.
I never represented myself to the contrary, which is why I won't mince words now. I can't just squash you on main event. If we want people to stand up and really take notice, we're gonna have to have one banger of a match. So don't hold back. I know I won't.
You're determined to make this personal, aren't you?
If it encourages you to try a little harder than you did at Survivor Series, yes.
Fine. I'll ask Molly to set it up. We can settle this in the ring.
That's literally all I've been asking to do.
Ruthless Universe? You know I'm not one for spoilers, but I have it on good authority that the next episode of WWE's main event is going to be can't miss. So don't miss it.
Welcome to main event, where Justine's niece is looking to put her Survivor Series debut in the rearview mirror against up-and-coming superstar Ava Moreno.
I've seen Ava at the PC, and she's as determined to make it in WWE as anyone out there. She'll be looking to make quick work of her unseasoned.
Come on, Corey. Give Ava's opponent a chance. Rumor has it she's been hustling to get much-needed ring reps, so I, for one, am looking forward to seeing what she can do.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver. Man. Saw that one coming, took advantage. Now did palm strikes. Boom.
Inelegant exit, but if it works, it works.
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here.
Big time power slam.
She's taking some big hits here.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
Boom, nice. And now gets tossed into the ring. From the top. Oh, ouch. Moreno changes the direction of that one.
Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire. Quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
Look at this. Snap suplex.
Come on, you don't hit a WWE official.
It was clearly an accident, Corey.
But one that it looks like Ava is willing to take advantage of.
Drop elbow onto the chair.
A chair, a downed referee, and an opportunity? What's she gonna do?
Is she going to use the chair?
Guess she decided to fight fair.
Ouch.
And Ava Moreno gets the win.
It seems like she was trying to do the honorable thing, but it backfired.
You'd think winning would be more important than honor, Byron.
Either way, I can't imagine this second-generation superstar is very happy with the outcome.
At least one person's happy here. This could be the type of win that could really generate some momentum for Ava Moreno.
Well, pretty pleased with how that match went.
Of course you are. You cheated.
What are you talking about? The refs certainly didn't see anything.
You pulled out a chair.
Ava may have done that, but you, of all people, should know that it doesn't matter what actually happens. It only matters what others, in this case the ref, sees. Or think they see.
Me, of all people? What does that mean?
I told you I would make the WWE Universe stand up and take notice.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Maybe not this exactly, but I knew I had to use an opportunity against you to make a statement. Didn't go exactly as I planned, but lucky for me, you don't even know how to cheat right. And now everyone's talking about the victory I claimed over little Justine.
Ava's right about that. It's the most buzzworthy main event match we've seen in a while. And not just the finish. You two are really going at it. It's got so much attention that management wants a rematch.
A fair one this time, I hope. Let me prove I'm better than her.
Yes, because matches in WWE are always above board and no one tries any shenanigans. But to your point, the rematch will be no DQ, which means shenanigans are legal.
Fireworks in their last match. Ava Moreno and her opponent are facing off again in a no disqualification match to take care of their unfinished business.
I don't know about you, Cole, but I love that Ava will do anything to get the W. Should come in handy under these rules, or lack thereof.
Let's see if Ava's opponent can match Moreno's intensity without losing focus. You have to think she needs a strong result here to restore her confidence after taking a loss.
Is it enough? The cover! It's over all in a nice work.
Here is your winner, the Falcon.
What an emphatic victory, guys. No contest.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.
That's more like it. I think I've proven my point. I'm better.
I guess you can keep up with me when I'm having a bad day. But better? You must have lost count, LJ. We're even. We both have one win and one loss.
Ava's right on that point.
Of course you'd be on her side.
Do you really think I have it out for you somehow? Ava's right. As far as WWE is concerned, you're square. So, if you really want to settle the score, this needs to be a best out of 3 series. At least that's what management thinks.
Fine. I'll beat her on the next main event too.
They'd actually like you to have the final match on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Are you serious?
That's what I said, didn't I?
Then I can't wait to beat her on SmackDown.
Oh, calm down. Act like you go here.
Just one thing. The show's already been booked and is pretty tight. I could only get you a little time. So it's officially a 5-minute time limit match. My recommendation, if you want to finally settle this, someone better win quickly.
Hey, I've been looking for you, but I haven't seen you around the locker room.
You have? Honestly, I haven't had a reason to be in the SmackDown locker room before now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to apologize for what I said to you at Survivor Series. I think I was a little harsh.
I don't know about that. You were right. I was just thinking about myself, not the team.
You made a mistake. Something I've done a few times in my career. Heck, I even crashed a wedding once. Not my proudest moment, but when you're in the thick of it, sometimes it's easy to get carried away. Anyway, I shouldn't have said everyone on SmackDown was mad at you.
You weren't mad?
Oh, we were. But if we stayed mad at every loss, no one would ever be friends. So I'm sorry. And I'm excited for your match tonight. As far as I'm concerned, you should have won that first one too. You had Ava on her heels.
You watched our first main event match?
Of course. Though, while I respect that you didn't try to cheat, you gotta work on your ring awareness a little bit.
Fair enough.
Good luck out there.
For those of you who have been following Ava Moreno and her opponent's rivalry over on Main Event, you're in for a treat. They're here on SmackDown to settle the score.
And for those of you new to the rivalry, you're in for a treat too. These two haven't been in WWE very long, but they're already determined to crush each other.
Unfortunately, they won't have much crushing time as this is a 5-minute time limit match, so they better crush quickly.
Oh, God. So far, so good. Senton connects. Cover. 2 count. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, the Falcon.
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
An absolute statement by the victor here tonight. What a steamroller.
It's like I've always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And did you see the finish of that match? What a victory! In fact, it's a day of victories for this whole family. Not only did my niece triumph in her first match on SmackDown, it's finally time for that big announcement I've been teasing. As you know, I recently appeared at Survivor Series, and it seemed that impromptu moment scratched an itch that the WWE Universe didn't even know they had. After some talks with corporate, we've come to an arrangement, and starting next episode, Ruthless Digressions will be an official WWE podcast. It'll be all the same content you love, just with a little more WWE oomph behind it, including a brand new studio set so we can record video for all our exclusive interviews. Move over, Broken Skull Sessions and Steve Austin. There's a new podcast host in town, and it's me. Hey, want to get dinner after the show tonight? Yeah, I ended up in town to shoot some podcast tie-ins. Why do you look so annoyed?
Can't. Apparently, I'm babysitting for Lacey Evans.
Really? I didn't even know you were friends.
We're not. Long story. Thought I was filling in for her in a match. Turns out I'm filling in watching her kids. She says she'll help me get a match, though.
Any way to get a match is a good one. Nothing wrong with doing someone a favor. Of course, there is another option.
I'm listening.
Oh, you could always just not show up. Then there would be someone looking for an opponent. Lacey wouldn't be happy, though.
Great idea. And it's only fair. I only really agreed to fill in for her opponent. If she hadn't been so vague, this never would have happened.
So you'll no-show and take her match?
Think she'll be mad?
She can plot her revenge while reading bedtime stories.
An interesting turn of events here as everyone in the arena was expecting to see Lacey Evans in this match tonight.
I don't know who's more surprised, Shotzi or us.
Saxton, you get surprised by your own reflection. Shotzi's a pro. I doubt she's phased in the least.
And well-timed maneuver there.
The star has changed the tides of the match. Beautiful senton.
Looking for the victory. 2. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the Falcon.
No other way to put it, guys. That was kind of a butt kicking.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
This has become a very popular stipulation lately. A mixed tag match.
Jaw-shattering boot.
These guys have been looking to beat each other up for a while, and now it's their chance.
Now he's been put on the defensive. This could do it! And a big victory here tonight.
Here are your winners, the Falcon and Sami Zayn.
Now we know who the better man and woman are. What a mixed tag match.
Dominant forces within their own divisions, even more impressive together.
Cheerio, LJ.
Cheerio? You binge watching another British costume drama?
Well, yes, always. But no. WWE is planning another Queen's Crown tournament, and this time they're really getting into the spirit of love for a monarchy. It's happening overseas at NXT UK.
Well, that's pretty cool. You going over to cover it for Ruthless Digressions? Hey, pick me up one of those Royal Guard outfits, would you?
No, I can't make the trip. But I was thinking you might. The spots have mostly been decided, but I've got an old friend over there, Tavish, and he can pull some strings and get you into the tournament. What are you still standing here for? Go pack your bags and grab your passport. Unless you've got something better to do.
Sounds smashing. I'll go pack. Oh, I think I need one of those plug things to make the electricity work.
Yeah, a voltage adapter. You can buy one at the airport. I'll tell Tavish you're coming. He promised to look after you while you're there. Oh, and do try to return with a crown, Your Majesty.
Indubitably.
Ah, there she is. I couldn't miss you if I tried, LJ. You're the spitting image of your aunt.
Really?
Well, not so much how you look, but you both have a similar quality, I suppose. Maybe it's a smell, something familiar. Yeah. Oh, wait, I think it's just me. Yeah, anyway, welcome to England.
Thank you. And thank you so much for helping make this happen, Tavish.
Ah, 'twas nothing, love. I owe your aunt a favour or two, and a fair bit of money, if I'm being honest. But that's neither here nor there. Since I'm helping coordinate the tournament, it was no skin off my back to get you in. And everyone's absolutely chuffed your ear.
Really? Because I got a message from Zelina about someone named Beth Spartan.
I was hoping that wouldn't be an issue. There was going to be a spot in the tournament for a local UK competitor. But when NXT UK management heard you were interested in entering, with a little persuasion from yours truly, they decided to give it to you instead. Beth Spartan was sure she was going to get it.
I didn't mean to bump anyone, Tavish.
No, you didn't. Not really. I don't think it would have gone to Beth anyway, but turns out that people kind of think you used your aunt's connections to get a shot at the crown, which, fair play to them, is pretty much exactly what happened.
So you're saying I've got a target on my back?
I wouldn't say a target, love, just a marker. Scorn, maybe? But keep your head on a swivel. You're facing Sonya Deville first, and she's not a huge fan of nepotism.
Well. You're lucky that I'm not running this tournament.
We're all lucky you're not running this tournament, because then you just figure out a way to give yourself the crown and we'd have all wasted a trip.
At least every contestant would deserve to be here.
Don't act like you wouldn't have done the same thing. I plan on winning this tournament, and I have to be in it to win it.
Whatever. I guess it's up to me to send you back home. Because that's where you belong.
Good luck with that, Sonya.
Cheerio, grab yourself a cup of tea and sit down in front of the telly because it's time to kick off the Queen's Crown Tournament from the UK.
And I don't think there could be a better setting. The royalty, the pageantry. I only wish we could have seen Beth Spartan get a shot on her home turf.
Oh, come on, Saxton. Spartan would be totally outclassed. At least this way, Sonya Deville might actually work up a sweat.
That'll turn your lights out. Look out! Boom!
Just exhibiting their fearlessness.
Exhibiting guts and accuracy as well.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
If this lands, it might be all over.
Perched on the shoulders, feast your eyes. This is troublesome Bert DeVille.
And this one is over.
Here is your winner, the Falcon.
Wrestle perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
Nice work against Sonya last week, LJ. Ruddy strong performance. I reckon you saw you're facing Zelina tonight, eh? You ready?
Definitely. She talks a big game, but I can handle her.
Yeah, about that. I get the impression it might not just be her tonight. I hear she's bringing out a friend with her. Beth Spartan. You know, the bird whose spot you nicked.
You mean the woman whose spot you offered me?
Yeah, I hardly feel like we need to debate semantics. My point is, some people might suggest you strike first and take Beth out before she can be a factor.
Some people or you?
Me? No, I would never suggest something so underhanded. I like to play things with a straight bat. But some people, maybe those not involved in the tournament and who wouldn't be worried about accusations of favoritism, would have different ideas.
After you got me an entry, I think we're past all that already. But for argument's sake, would these some people suggest I, ambush her backstage before the match?
Yeah, something like that. Now, some blokes might say it's unnecessary and you'd be putting a bigger target on your back, but I say you do what you must to win.
You mean the some people suggesting I attack her say that?
Right. Not me, obviously. I'm giving myself a bit of a headache. I need to lie down. So, do you know what you're going to do?
I don't see a need to stoop to Zelina's level. I can take on her and anyone she wants to bring out to intimidate me. I'll play it straight. And when she loses her shot at the crown tonight, at least she'll have a friend to console her.
I love the confidence. Go make it happen.
Tonight we've got a second round Queen Crowns matchup full of intrigue. And with Zelina bringing backup, everyone's wondering whether the fireworks will be inside the ring or out.
You gotta love Beth Spartan making it clear you can't push her out of this tournament that easily.
And you gotta wonder why someone wouldn't just take her out before letting it get to this point. That could be a costly mistake.
Uh-oh. Hard side kick. Zelina whips her into the ropes.
And Spartan's got her foot.
Zelina capitalizes, taking her down with a vicious blow to the back.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Uh-oh. Ripcord. Oh, my goodness. Nasty line.
She's starting to look...
This snap suplex. That's gonna be it.
2 count.
And now about to do it, folks.
Here is your winner, the Falcon.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
An absolute statement by the victor here tonight. What a steamrolling.
Now that was a proper victory. Selena wasn't ready for what you were bringing.
Maybe next time she'll spend more time training and less time running her mouth. It did feel really good to knock her out of the picture.
Don't lose focus. Still got one more match and Bianca Belair standing between you and Queen's Crown Glory.
You're right. I've got to remain focused. And at least right now, I know that I can turn all my attention towards Bianca and stop worrying about Zelina and Beth.
Take care of Bianca, and no matter what anyone says, you'll head home as royalty. I mean, not in an official sense, but you do get to keep the crown. I think. I'll ask. But I still wouldn't count on Zelina and Beth to put all the mucking about behind them, though. You might want to keep an eye out for any tomfoolery.
Head, swivel, got it.
Eight competitors, 7 matches, 1 transatlantic flight, and it all comes down to this, a final contest to determine who will wear the Queen's crown.
Either way, it's clear those 8 competitors were the right 8 competitors. Last-minute replacement or not, this woman has proven she was the one who deserved the slot.
She can't be happy just to be here. Otherwise, the EST is going to be the Royal Est.
Thunderous clothesline.
Here we go. I don't think Zelina's quite ready to walk away from this tournament.
Well, looks like it's just mind games. We'll see what impact that has on this match.
Uh-oh. Saw that one coming. Oh, my gosh. Terminating knee smash.
Oh, what a right hand. Can she do it here?
Almost had her, and a kick out stays in it.
That sucked all the air out of this place. It looked like a done deal. Up into a torture rack. Beast job. Not looking good for Bianca.
Let the coronation begin for the winner of the Queen's Crown Tournament.
And Bianca Belair looks on wondering what might have been.
For most royals, the bloodline is most important, and apparently WWE is no different.
Oh, come on, Saxton. She earned it in the ring. And what queen has ever taken the throne without a little drama?
Well, whether her hands are clean might be up for debate, but no one can deny at the end of the day, she's the one wearing the crown.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. You'll forgive me if I don't bow. At my age, if I go down, I might never get back up.
As long as you're doing it in spirit.
Quite right. So how's it feel?
It always feels better to win, especially when it's a whole journey instead of just a single match. But I feel good, tired, happy, a little surprised. I assumed Zelina was going to try something else.
I agree. I expected more from Zelina, some kind of tomfoolery. Oh, speaking of, there was a small incident in the lockers during your match. Don't look like anything's been nicked, but someone silly stringed everyone's bags. Dumb prank, but guess it's someone's idea of a good time.
Weird.
Are you heading straight back to the States, or are you going to hang around a bit? I know some folks at my local would love to shake hands with the Queen. Or at least a Queen.
I've got to get back. Maybe next time?
I'll hold you to it, love. Have a nice flight.
Okay, now that we've had it out in the ring, can you agree not to message me anymore?
What are you talking about? I don't think I've ever messaged you.
Right, fine. Then can your anonymous burner accounts stop messaging me?
I don't have anonymous burner accounts. You were the one messaging me and asking me all those questions.
No, I wasn't.
Let me guess. You got a bunch of random messages from an account who wouldn't leave you alone, and when you told them to stop, they said they'd meet you in the ring before Raw?
Pretty much. I traveled all the way here just to make it stop.
I did think it was weird for you to mess with me after I helped you on NXT 2.0. Looks like we both got played.
Great. So that match brought us no closer to getting this person to knock it off. Hey, did they ask you what your favorite smell is?
No?
Great, so that was just me. Well, let me know if you find out who it is. I want to take this person out.
Same. And I will.